New York City. A city that never sleeps, a city of endless ambition, yet a city weighed down by challenges that affect millions of lives every day. From soaring rents to skyrocketing utility bills, from public safety concerns to uncertainty in every neighborhood, residents face hurdles that demand immediate solutions. Today, a pivotal meeting takes place in the heart of the White House, one that could define the future of this city. In one corner stands Zohran Mamdani, the newly elected mayor who rose to power promising affordability, equity, and hope. In the other, the President of the United States wielding national influence and power. Their meeting is no ordinary political encounter. It is a defining moment for the city and its citizens. The stakes are enormous. Every word, every decision, every pause in that room could reverberate across the lives of millions. Zohran Mamdani is not just a politician. He is a figure who embodies the aspirations of everyday New Yorkers. His campaign highlighted the struggles of working-class families, the impossibility of balancing rent, utilities, and basic living expenses. With a vision centered on affordability, Mamdani promised to tackle the systemic challenges that have long burdened city residents. His election marked a shift in leadership, moved towards practical solutions for real problems. Now, just weeks after taking office, he faces his first major test, a high-profile meeting with the president, where the policies of the city could meet the power of the federal government. Citizens watch with bated breath. Will this meeting yield concrete solutions, or will it be a missed opportunity? Affordability is more than numbers on a chart. It is a daily reality for millions. According to reports by urban policy organizations, the average rent in New York City has increased by over 20% in the last 5 years, while utility bills have grown by nearly 15% during the same period. Inflation continues to squeeze household budgets, forcing families to choose between paying rent, buying groceries, or accessing essential services. This meeting is about more than politics. It is about the lives of New Yorkers. For Zohran Mamdani, it is an opportunity to prove that leadership grounded in empathy, vision, and action can change lives. For residents, it is a moment of hope, a chance to see if dialogue can transform into results. Zohran Mamdani arrives at the White House under intense scrutiny. The press captures every movement, every handshake, every step. Each moment is symbolic. The mayor of New York City stepping into the halls of national power, carrying the hopes of millions. Inside the Oval Office, the president awaits. The room, steeped in history, holds centuries of decisions that shaped the nation. Today, it will witness a conversation with the potential to affect millions of lives in the city below. Both leaders understand the gravity. This is not a photo opportunity. It is a chance to chart a path forward for millions of citizens struggling to make ends meet. The first topic at the center of the discussion is affordability. Utility costs have risen sharply, forcing families to make impossible choices. Electricity, water, and gas bills now consume a growing portion of household income. For many, it's a daily struggle to keep the lights on while also paying rent or buying food. Zohran Mamdani highlights these issues with clarity, drawing attention to the most vulnerable neighborhoods. Residents in areas such as Brooklyn, Queens, and the Bronx feel these pressures acutely. The president listens intently, acknowledging the severity and the need for systemic solutions. The discussion includes possible collaboration with major utility providers to reduce rates, improve transparency, and ensure equitable service. Experts suggest that such interventions could immediately ease the financial burden for thousands of households. Next on the agenda is housing, a challenge that has plagued New York City for decades. Families spend nearly half of their income on rent, leaving little room for savings or investment in the future. Zohran Mamdani stresses the need for expanding affordable housing options, revisiting zoning laws, and incentivizing development that prioritizes accessibility for all income levels. The president expresses support for innovative housing solutions that align with federal programs. Both leaders recognize that safe, affordable housing is not just an economic necessity, it is a social imperative that affects education, health, and community stability. Public safety is inseparable from the city's overall well-being. Communities cannot thrive in fear, and crime prevention is a critical component of urban management. During the meeting, Zohran Mamdani presents a vision for safer neighborhoods, emphasizing community-led initiatives, better coordination with city agencies, and investment in resources that empower citizens rather than alienate them. The president acknowledges that public safety is essential for economic stability, quality of life, and social cohesion. Both leaders agree that safety, affordability, and equity are deeply interconnected. Progress in one area fuels improvements in the others. The meeting is more than policy. It is a demonstration of civility, collaboration, and vision. The room's history, filled with portraits of leaders who shaped the nation, reminds both participants of the weight of responsibility. Despite differing political philosophies, Zohran Mamdani and the president show that dialogue, respect, and focus on citizens' welfare can prevail over division. Outside the White House, the world watches. Media outlets report extensively on the discussions and their implications for New Yorkers. Social media analysis, expert commentary, and citizen reactions dominate online platforms. Experts note that the meeting signals a new approach, one where collaboration can cross ideological lines to address urgent urban challenges. While progress was made, many issues remain unresolved. Specific policies regarding utility rate reductions, housing expansion, and public safety implementation are still under negotiation. Yet the establishment of communication channels and willingness to engage openly is a critical first step toward meaningful change. This meeting offers valuable lessons in governance and civic engagement. First, collaboration matters. Leaders with differing perspectives can find common ground when citizens' welfare is the priority. Second, policy is complex. Affordability, safety, and housing require coordination across city and federal levels. Third, symbolism is powerful. Leadership involves creating hope, setting examples, and fostering trust. And finally, public accountability is key. Citizens observe not just words, but actions and measurable outcomes. The meeting concludes, but the journey has only just begun. Policies, negotiations, and real-world changes await implementation. We will explore the aftermath, public reactions, expert insights, and the potential for transformative change in New York City. The question remains, will dialogue turn into tangible improvements for millions of residents? The historic meeting between Zohran Mamdani, the mayor of New York City, and the President of the United States has concluded. Cameras captured the handshakes, the smiles, the exchange of documents, but behind the headlines lies a story of opportunity, tension, and enormous stakes. Millions of New Yorkers are waiting. What will this meeting actually mean for their lives? Will promises made in the Oval Office translate into affordable housing, lower utility bills, and safer streets? Or will political and bureaucratic hurdles turn dialogue into inaction? Within hours of the meeting, reactions flooded social media platforms. Hashtags related to Zohran Mamdani trended across Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Analysts debated the potential outcomes. Some hailed the mayor's assertiveness in presenting solutions, while others expressed skepticism about the president's ability to act swiftly on city-specific challenges. Street interviews captured a mix of hope and concern. Residents in Brooklyn, Queens, and the Bronx shared their anticipation. Many hoped for tangible actions, like reduced utility rates and accelerated affordable housing projects. Others worried about bureaucratic delays and political gridlock. Urban policy experts and political analysts weighed in immediately. They noted that the meeting was unprecedented in terms of tone, if not substance. Zohran Mamdani demonstrated clarity in outlining priorities: affordable housing, utility reforms, and public safety improvements. Experts observed that the president acknowledged the issues but was cautious about overpromising. Historical patterns suggest that federal support for city initiatives often faces delays due to funding allocations, regulatory compliance, and partisan disagreements. Yet, analysts stress that the establishment of direct communication channels between the city mayor and federal offices represents a significant shift in collaboration. Urban economists highlighted the critical interplay between housing and utilities. Reducing utility bills can immediately ease financial burdens for families, freeing income for rent, education, and healthcare. Similarly, accelerating affordable housing projects can stabilize neighborhoods and improve overall city welfare. Feedback from New Yorkers was varied but passionate. Many applauded Zohran Mamdani for raising pressing concerns directly with the president. Citizens saw in him a leader willing to fight for tangible change rather than mere promises. One resident from Queens remarked, "It feels good to know that someone is finally speaking for us at the highest level. We hope this isn't just talk." Another from the Bronx added, "We've waited years for action on affordable housing. Now we watch and wait." Across the city, social media amplified these sentiments, blending hope, curiosity, and healthy skepticism. Residents understood that words in the Oval Office are just the beginning. Implementation is the true test. The discussions in the Oval Office laid the groundwork for a potential policy roadmap. First, utilities reform. Federal collaboration could provide oversight and subsidies to reduce energy and water bills for low-income households. Second, affordable housing. Funding and zoning incentives may accelerate the construction of affordable units. Third, public safety initiatives. Investment in community programs, neighborhood policing, and digital infrastructure could improve citizen safety. And finally, intergovernmental collaboration. A working group between city and federal agencies would be established to monitor progress and ensure accountability. Policy analysts caution that these steps are not guarantees. Each initiative depends on budget approvals, regulatory compliance, and sustained leadership commitment. Yet, the formation of a structured plan is itself a positive sign, one that can guide New York City toward measurable change. Despite optimism, significant hurdles remain. Federal funding approvals may take months, while local bureaucracies could slow the implementation of city-level projects. Political opposition from other stakeholders may further complicate matters. Experts stress that citizen vigilance will be critical. Active participation through community boards, feedback channels, and advocacy groups can ensure that initiatives do not stall. Zohran Mamdani's leadership will be tested not only in planning, but in delivering tangible outcomes amid these challenges. The political landscape adds layers of suspense, with Zohran Mamdani representing a progressive, reform-driven agenda and the president balancing national priorities. Each step must navigate ideological divides. Analysts describe this as a delicate dance, negotiations in private, public statements carefully measured. While the meeting itself was civil, observers note that the tension between different political philosophies could influence the speed and scale of policy implementation. Citizens remain watchful. Even a small misstep could derail progress and raise questions about the effectiveness of city-federal collaboration. The real impact of this meeting will be measured in lives touched. For Maria, a single mother in Brooklyn, utility costs consume nearly a quarter of her income. For Jamal, a young professional in Queens, the waitlist for affordable housing is a source of constant stress. By engaging directly with the president, Zohran Mamdani has amplified the voices of thousands like Maria and Jamal. While solutions are pending, the very act of representation strengthens civic hope and underscores the importance of participatory governance. The meeting attracted attention far beyond New York City. International media highlighted it as a case study in urban federal collaboration. Headlines emphasized the mayor's assertiveness, the focus on real issues, and the potential lessons for other cities facing similar challenges worldwide. Experts note that global observers are watching. If New York City can successfully implement reforms resulting from this meeting, it could become a model for other major urban centers. The meeting teaches valuable lessons. Collaboration across differences. Leaders from different political philosophies can work toward shared goals when citizens' needs are prioritized. The importance of representation. Citizens feel empowered when their voices reach the highest levels of government. And the interconnectedness of policy. Affordability, housing, and safety are interlinked. Solving one requires attention to the others. Finally, patience and persistence. Policy implementation is gradual, requiring sustained oversight, advocacy, and accountability. Imagine neighborhoods where utility costs are manageable, housing is secure, and streets are safer. Imagine families with the financial flexibility to invest in education and health. This is the vision that Zohran Mamdani presented to the President, a vision that, if realized, could redefine urban life in one of the world's most complex cities. The meeting may be over, but the story is only beginning. The next months will reveal whether discussion transforms into action. Will policies materialize to ease the lives of New Yorkers? Will the city-federal partnership deliver meaningful results? Citizens remain vigilant. Media continues coverage, and history watches closely. One fact is certain: the leadership, determination, and vision demonstrated in this meeting have set a precedent that dialogue, persistence, and citizen-focused governance can shape the future. Thank you for watching this documentary on Zohran Mamdani's historic meeting with the President. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more. Disclaimer: this video is for educational and informational purposes only. All events and statements are based on publicly available credible sources. Viewer discretion is advised. Sources cited visually on screen: CBS News, PBS, The Guardian, Al Jazeera, Reuters.